Here goes.
And push!
Marlene. Marlene. Marlene! Marlene! Biggs! Wedge! Jesse! God damn it! God damn you! God damn you all! Marlene. Marlene.
It was us. We did this.
No. You can't think like that. Whatever came before it was Shinra that pulled the trigger today. Am I right?
Yeah.
Hold on to this anger, okay?
Aerith. Marlene's fine.
Huh?
Aerith found her.
Aerith. Is that the girl they took?
Yeah. That's her.
What the hell's going on?
I asked Aerith to find Marlene and take her somewhere safe.
And she did? You sure? Hey, where you going?
How could this happen?
I didn't really think that... What the hell is going on?
This wasn't an accident.
I said, where you going?
Aerith's house. It's in the Sector 5 slums.
And that's where Marlene is?
Where we hope she is.
Tell me she is. Give me something to hang on to. Even if she's not, I won't blame you for it, I swear. Who am I kidding? I'd probably try to tear your head off.
Hey, Tifa. Know anything about ancients?
I know I've heard of them, at least.
They come up in planetology books. Meant to be the original stewards of the planet. Could even commune with it, talk to it and stuff.
That must be why the Turks wanted her so badly.
In my veins flows the blood of ancients. This planet is my birthright. You have failed again, I see. But through suffering, you will grow strong. Isn't that what you want?
Cloud?
It's nothing. Let's go.
It's like there's a hole in the sky.
Hey, pretty crazy, huh? Can you believe this mess?
You doing all right?
I am, but I can't say the same about my birds. Poor things are scared half to death.
It's like someone popped the lid off our world.
Whoa, someone?
Wait. Over there.
What the hell are they doing here?
Their jobs, probably. Just focus on seeing Marlene again. Nothing else.
Yo, if there was ever a time to start. That's a bad idea. What?
Hey there. We're a pharmacy, but we stock other stuff too. Thanks a bunch.
And I guess there's nothing to go back to.
Found him?
We're searching the compound as we speak, sir.
Anything?
Nothing as of yet, sir.
Never.
What's going on?
They may have escaped.
That's a bad idea. What? Found him?
We're searching the compound as we speak, sir.
Found him?
We're searching the compound as we speak, sir.
The first thing we need to do is find a place to take refuge.
What you doing here at a time like this?
What do we need for tomorrow? I want to make sure I'm prepared.
Wear something you can move in, and bring gloves.
You're gonna want to bring a mask too.
Because of all the dust?
Well, this is a fine mess.
How bad is it here?
Compared to Sector 7, we're doing fine. But that's hardly an accomplishment.
Is it true that Sector 7's pretty much destroyed?
You guys run into Jesse at the pillar?
Yeah. Biggs, too. They were both in pretty bad shape. But Wedge wasn't up there with them. He got out.
All right. Come on now. There's no need to be afraid. We're all scared.
I've been thinking, y'all. We gotta go find the others.
Huh?
If we don't look for them, who will?
Right.
Hey, Cloud. Gonna need your help with it, too.
Right.
It's really gone. I thought it was a joke.
My ears are still ringing from it.
This is Sector 5, right? So where's this place you said Marlene is?
Where I think she is. It's a house on the other side of town.
Well, come on then. Pick up the pace.
I'm going as fast as you are.
Did a plane really fall?
World's just too dangerous these days not to keep a weapon at yourself.
Sorry, hun. Not selling any food or water. See ya.
Cloud, I'm glad to see that you're okay. In these trying times, I hope to develop new materia to help us endure. Then I invite you to ready your portable battle simulator.
Don't overdo it.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Let me handle this.
No need to...
You're up.
I got you.
Stop on this. All right. Watch and learn.
Still! Want some more?
Never again. Do your thing. Let's finish this. Let's get this over with. No escape. Thanks. Never again. I won't give up.
Was there a problem? I know the system is functioning properly. Take a moment to catch your breath and then try again. Cloud! I have come up with the most...
There was this rumbling.
That's the house.
Marlene! Marlene! Where's Marlene? Is she here?
Barrett!
Sorry, I'm buried. Marlene's my little girl. Marlene, she's got short hair. She's cute as a button, with the heart of an angel. She was wearing, pink. She was wearing a pink dress today.
She's sleeping upstairs.
Huh? Oh.
I said she's sleeping.
I want to see her too. Come on, let's go look in on her.
Keep it down. Don't wake her.
Marlene, my baby. Thank God.
Shh. Shinra has my daughter now.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm the one who asked her to go get Marlene. We'd only just met, but she was so kind and helpful. I took advantage of her.
It's not your fault. It was only a matter of time before she ended up back there.
Because she's an ancient. That it?
So she told you about that. She must trust you all a great deal. Yes, Aerith is an ancient. Probably the last one living. She's not my daughter. Not by blood, I mean. If that's what you were wondering. About 15 years ago. My husband, he'd been shipped off to fight on the front lines. But then I received a letter saying he'd be home for a bit. So when the day came, I went to the station to meet him. But he didn't come. I couldn't help fearing the worst, even then. But I told myself his leave must have been postponed, that he'd been delayed. Every day I went, to wait and to pray. And that's how I met her and her mother. I thought maybe they'd run away from Wall Market, or that they were topsiders fallen on hard times. I'd seen that sort of thing a lot. Take Aerith somewhere safe. Those were her mother's dying words. My husband had been away for so long, and I was lonely. So I convinced myself the safest place for the girl was with me. It took no time at all for her to start feeling like family. She was a real chatterbox. She told me strange stories. Like how she and her mother had escaped from some sort of facility. And how she wasn't sad, because her mother had just returned to their planet.
Their planet, huh? Yeah, that sounds about right.
I didn't understand any of it at the time. When I asked if she meant one in the sky, she said no. This one, right here. I mean, what can you say to that?
Mommy, don't be sad.
That's what she said to me one day, out of the blue. So I asked her, what's wrong?
A man you really, really loved just died. His heart came a long way to say goodbye. But he couldn't stay because he had to return to the planet.
I didn't believe her, of course. And then, a few days later, I received a letter saying my husband had been killed in action. Things like that. She'd just know. It was a lot to deal with, but we were happy. And then came the knock.
Coming! No! Go away!
Aerith, you know you're not just any little girl. You're a descendant of the Ancients.
I had no idea what he meant, so I said, "Who are the Ancients?"
They were the original stewards of the planet, whose boundless knowledge and wisdom shall guide us to the Promised Land. Some believe the Promised Land to be a myth, others an allegory of sorts. But we take the words of the scriptures at face value and believe it to be quite real. Which is why Shinra would like very much for Aerith to help us—
You're wrong! I'm not an ancient!
But Aerith, even when you're all alone, don't you hear voices whispering secrets?
No, never!
But all three of us knew that wasn't true. That man knew exactly who Aerith was, where she'd come from, and what she could do.
They knew where she was, but they didn't just take her? Doesn't sound like the Turks I know.
She had to come willingly, otherwise it wouldn't work, they said. That's why, even if they did take her away, I'm sure she's still being treated like a guest. And that they'll send her straight back home, once they get what they need.
I doubt it.
You're not planning anything, are you? Don't make things worse than they already are. If I lost her too, I don't know if I could ever. Just don't.
Cloud, maybe she's right about this. Maybe they'll let Aerith go when it's all over. Maybe we'd be better off waiting a little while.
Let's head back to Sector 7. Got things to take care of. Like checking up on the bar.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna win this fight. I promise.
Take care of yourselves now.
The main entrance to Sector 7 is buried under rubble now. So how are we supposed to get back inside?
Underground passage in the park.
Ah, good plan.
But how do we get to the park?
I know another way to get there. Aerith showed me before.
This ancient girl knows her stuff. Didn't mean anything by it.
My heart is still pounding. There was this rumbling. Is there another explosion?
Did a plate really fall? World's just too dangerous these days not to keep it private.
My ears are still ringing from it. This kind of thing isn't supposed to happen.
Over there.
All right, let's keep moving. Yes, it's my turn. Bang, bang. This is gonna sting! Asshole! Suck on this! Suck it! You got this!
I got this.
Cool off!
Finish him off!
Nothing's gonna stop us!
You would say that.
It's blocked. There, that way. We'll have to fight our way through. But it's our only shot.
walking away from this.
Burn. Take the lead.
About damn time. Hit my ass. That thunder I hear? And don't come back.
I've seen stronger.
Watch it burn! Sleeping!
No surprises there.
We've got this.
Let's hit it where it hurts.
Keep it together.
This is gonna sting! Don't look now, this is about to get real. That thunder I hear? Suck on this! No good.
It's nothing.
Stay down, asshole! Oh, you in trouble now!
Would kill for a shower.
Give them hell.
I'm gonna enjoy this!
Time to burn. No, it's
Guess it's my turn! So yeah! Come on!
All set. Yeah. Chill out. Keep it up. I didn't need to be so messy. If this is what you want.
Take the lead.
Why now? Ain't done yet.
Let's go.
I won't let it.
Here we go.
Watch and learn. Not so fast. You want to come through here? You'll bring my new compensation. You again? Who's dead?
Let me handle this.
Friendly old.
Nope.
We go way back. Damn it! Want some more?
Can't afford to be reckless. Heads up! Back off! Gotcha! Yeah! Ha! Freeze! Come on! Down! Ha! We gotta switch it out.
Let's do this. Going in. Sorry. Don't know what happened.
Finally. Those assholes were really good. Come on, hit me.
There!
Deal with that.
Need my help, do you? Asshole! Shit hurts, don't it? Gonna make your eyes pop. Always did like a dazzle.
not my best work.
Over there!
Huh? Got a way out?
I'm almost afraid to go back. To see it with my own eyes.
Tifa.
Come on.
Does it look like we can go this way?
No. There's monsters everywhere.
Take us straight to the Sector 5 slums.
Wymer! You're alive!
Still in one piece?
Who else made it out?
I wish I knew. Sorry.
It's fine.
I'm just glad you survived. Gives me hope for the others.
This is bad.
Never know what you're gonna run into out there. Best be prepared. Careful out there.
Sector 7, huh?
Yeah. Left a few things behind.
I see. I know it's not much, but it's all I got. Godspeed.
Oh,
It's definitely.
Welcome to Wall Market's premier weapons shop. Welcome to Wall Market's premier weapons shop.
This is bad.
My family didn't deserve that.
Gonna be tough going for the kids and old folks, though.
Does it look like we can go this way? No. There's monsters everywhere. Does it look like we can go this way? No. There's monsters everywhere.
This is bad.
Okay. Let's see what's on the other side.
Finally, I can use some fresh air. Damn it! I still can't believe this. You can rest easy, folks.
Listen, Sector 6 is right over there. We just need to walk a little bit longer, that's all.
I suppose you're right. The house was pretty old.
That one was a lot closer.
Hello! Is there anyone out there that needs some help? My God.
Just a little more. Come on. Come on.
It won't budge.
Make room.
Morrow, you're alive.
With me. Ready?
Great job, guys.
Thank you.
I can't tell you how relieved I am to see you. So, what now?
Don't know. Find something. Anything to do.
Been back to the bar yet?
No.
Maybe you should go take a look?
Okay. First the bar.
Hey guys, Grace here, back at the Final Fantasy VII Remake, and today we're gonna dive right in with a couple of builds for Barret. He can fill a number of very awesome roles, including range, damage. He can also be a party-wide tank / support / healer, but there's also room for a melee build that works surprisingly well for a character like this. So in this video I kind of want to go over a couple of these, especially a range, tank / support, as well as the melee build, since these are the ones that you're likely going to use the most, especially on that hard difficulty and in the endgame. So let's jump right into it, and as always a thumbs up on this video would be super appreciated. Let's begin with the melee build, since this is something that provides a fresh perspective on a character that's otherwise the range for the better part of the game. But if I were to compare this with a different kind of build, like for example Tifa's build from a few days ago, This is the exact opposite of that, as in it's way slower, way more deliberate with its actions, but also way more impactful, as in even its most basic attacks with a square button are going to deal hundreds if not even thousands of damage even against the toughest enemies. You're going to be able to constantly overrun your enemies, pin them against the ground, interrupt their attacks, even stagger them, all while of course suffering the minimal amount of interruption and the minimal amount of damage, as there are some passives and mechanics here that will help you with that. So in this case, we're gonna be using two main weapons, which are the steel pincers as well as the wrecking ball, both of which can work really fine, but if you were to go with a pure melee damage build, I'm gonna be using the wrecking ball. This provides some really awesome bonuses to ATB regeneration rate. You also have access to some nice critical hit rates with your abilities, and furthermore you also have access to Stagger Siphon, Bloodsucker and Reprieve, which are going to keep you alive for longer and prevent a full party wipe. If you were to go with a more hybrid build, you would definitely be using the steel pincers, since this provides more bonuses to magic damage and spellcasting. So it's a matter of preference here, but personally I've been choosing the wrecking ball and stuck with it since it's all around amazing to use. Going over your attacks, here is what changed compared to using the minigun. So if you were to use the regular attacks with a square, you're now going to be doing a sequence of 3 attacks, starting with a punch that also kinda acts like a bit of a gap closer, very short range but still very useful. This is going to then be followed by a kick, and finally this is going to transition into a slam into the ground that's going to deal up to 3000 damage against the enemy, as well as provide some stagger. Now you can actually dodge at any given time within these animations, you aren't actually locked in them, but what's better is to actually use the guard or block with the R1, since this is even more instant and you can literally use it in the middle of the animation to both prevent damage and build some XP thanks to something the triangle has also been replaced with an ability called Overrun, and this is something that you're going to want to use on cooldown for 2 reasons. First of all, it deals a ton of damage. You're gonna pin the enemy against the ground or even stagger and interrupt them. At the end of it, there's a huge slam that again deals a ton of damage, and throughout the entirety of this animation's duration, you are not going to be able to be interrupted. In fact, there are very few abilities in this game that can interrupt your overrun, so this is something that you're going to want to use on demand. This of course brings us to the abilities and the ones that I've quick binded in the battle settings, and starting with the charging uppercut, this is what you get by reaching 100% proficiency with the steel pincers. But this does 2 very amazing things. First of all, it provides a ton of damage. You basically charge in with this tool, reach into the enemy and then cause that explosion at the end. That's going to provide quite a lot of damage, as well as a bit of stagger over there that's definitely going to be useful, but most important, it increases your charge. In this case, your charge ability is going to be your overrun, so basically every time you use this successfully against an enemy, you're going to see your overrun bar meter increasing by about half, even 3/4, which means you're going to constantly spam it in battles. Next is the steel skin that you get since level 1 pretty much. It's all around amazing to have. It prevents most of the smaller staggers and interrupts in this game, so this means you can pretty much walk through them and not be interrupted. It also provides a bit of damage reduction, but most important, if you cast this when otherwise an attack that might push you back will land on you, you can use that to actually prevent that pushback down onto your character. I've also used the focused shot. It's one of the few range abilities that you're using with this build, but it makes a ton of sense since this can fully fill a stagger bar against the character, so at 2 ATB charges is definitely something that you should be using. And finally, I've also added in Smackdown because I just love this ability in general. We're just doing this huge slam against the ground that deals this huge explosion and damage against the enemy, so overall very suited against enemies that tend to surround you or stick really close to your face. Now, since these abilities can be really slow to use, there are a few guidances here that I have. In terms of the charging, definitely recommend using this only if you're absolutely sure that your enemy isn't going to move away, because otherwise this can fully miss. So maybe use it following an overrun that pins the enemy to the ground. Also using the overrun should be done when the enemy is already on the floor and not while up in the air. For example, an enemy is thrown up in the air by one of the attacks. This is going to make your overrun to miss the enemy and run beneath it. But if otherwise the enemy is the one doing the jumping, that you don't have to worry about missing it, since in this situation your overrun isn't going to overextend and make you miss the damage completely. So I just wanted to put that one out. Furthermore, make sure you're using steel skin constantly for that damage and interruption reduction. This is going to let you go for longer without ever being interrupted. And finally, use it quite a lot. Use it because it's going to be your preferred choice for preventing damage, especially during some of these animations, since it's sometimes better suited than just doing a dodge, which yeah, doesn't really have a far reach on Barret. With that being said and done, let's go over a quick breakdown of some of the materia that I'm using in this build. So the ones that are going to be staggered stat rank 1 HP on materia, one of each of course. Between these three you're going to have enough HP, damage mitigation, and HP regeneration to pretty much go against anything. I also recommend using a chakra and a weapon materia. Oftentimes it happens that Barret was the last man standing, and as a result he was able to pretty much revive the entire team while also being very survivable himself and having healing capabilities. From here on there's tons of options and room left, so here are some of the things that I've been using. First of all, first strike materia can definitely be useful to change the tide of battle in your favor as soon as the fight starts. You won't have access to too many first strike materia, so try to use this on characters that you're planning to use the most. So if Barret is that character, definitely use it on him. If not, use it on somebody else. From this point on, there's also an option for the deadly dodge that works pretty great on Barret. You can do this spin 3 times that deals huge damage, quite a lot of stagger, but it also has a disadvantage, which is the fact that you're stuck inside of its animation. As in, it's a really long animation that you're stuck inside, so you might not want to use this against bosses or enemies that tend to spam their attacks. Finally, there's also some room for some spellcasting in this build, even with a low magic attack. You can pair up a spell with a elemental materia to put a bit more pressure on the enemy if you're exploiting its weaknesses, or otherwise cast a powerful attack to kind of put the pressure on the enemy and prevent him from doing certain actions. In case you don't need these and already have spell damage from other party mates, then you can definitely replace 2 of these slots and just put in like a barrier to provide a bit more support to your party mates and keep them alive for a little bit longer, or even yourself. And there's also room for a time materia if you want to have more ATB regeneration rate to spam your abilities even more on the build that's already pretty spammed. Anyway, this brings us to the second Barret build, which is one running through the Pride and Joy fight. So this is basically a tank slash support kind of build that both has high healing, high sustain, high party-wide support, but it also prevents damage, or actually attracts damage from the enemy, and causes you to fall Barret, which has a lot of healing and survivability over there. So in this case, here is the build. I'm using the Big Bear class, since this provides quite a ton of HP over there. Even with one single HP up materia, you can reach the maximum HP again, which means you're saving 1 slot, which is huge for that enemy that you're talking about. Big Bear also gives you access to a passive as well as a trade-off, which means that you're going to be able to heal yourself for more potentially more HP, as well as getting a ton of MP back when damage is dealt upon the character. So this is something that is going to be done around the clock on Barret, since he is going to attack also damage from the rest of the party mates, and he is going to mitigate quite a bit of that as well. Personally, the build that I had a lot of success with, especially for the first time against Pride and Joy, was using Magnify and Barrier at the same time linked together. This makes me able to cast Barrier on all of the characters at the same time, which is a huge damage rating here. I'm also using a revival materia and a spell damage with another healing. And the reason for that is simple. You don't want to revive a character that dies in the party, but in case your other healing abilities are enough, you can use that healing mechanic either on yourself, like using regeneration, or on another character, or if you don't need that, you can also replace it with a spell damage and have a bit more damage in there as well. From here on, one HP up is more than enough. With Midgar down, you can truly reach almost 10,000 HP with Barret, and you don't need more than 1 HP up for that. I'm also providing in two very awesome healings here that don't require any damage. These are Chakra and Rage. We're going to need these at the maximum point start because you can double them, but Chakra is for yourself and other ones will be for the party in case some of that damage is done and you aren't able to prevent that. Finally, I've also used a steadfast block since you're going to need a ton of damage mitigation with this build. So the three main abilities that are going to combine here to mitigate all of that damage are Steel Skin, Lifesaver, as well as the party-wide barrier. So Steel Skin to mitigate some of the incoming damage as well as prevent some of the unit interruptions. Lifesaver to redirect all the damage from the party mates and Barret. And then finally the party-wide barrier so that both Barret as well as his team members can mitigate as much of the damage as possible so that there's not too much pressure onto Barret. If you don't want it like this, you are going to have Barret die way too fast and not be able to mitigate all of that damage, so that's why I'm recommending all of these abilities at the same time. Steadfast block also usable against incoming attacks to block most of that damage, this is on top of all the other mitigations that we already have, and hopefully providing more HP back to cast abilities, which brings us to, of course, our Chakra material. So since your party members aren't going to take any damage anymore, you are looking to so much base damage, so for that we're going to be using that Chakra material to heal up to 40% of the damage dealt, which basically means that at half HP you can almost fully heal yourself up and keep your party members alive. If otherwise any of that damage does penetrate your shields, or if for example they have ended and you cast them, then you can also use a Mako Reactor on the entire party, again free of any charge, and this is going to heal everybody in your party for about 2,000 to 3,000 HP, assuming that you're also using something like a healing Carcanet on Barret to help with that. And yeah, this is pretty much it with the setup. If you want the best setup for a party support tank, then this is probably the best one for him. And since he is going to take so much damage from all sources, he is constantly going to have high MP, he's constantly going to be able to cast almost anything, and you just have to worry about casting Chakra and not going less than 50% HP. Anyway, this is it with the build. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Thanks so much for watching, and
you really want to throw down with me? Feeling a bit chilly? How'd you like that? I'm really gonna enjoy burning it all down. Tifa! Hey! Tifa! You okay? I got you. Sorry. go find Wedge. Come on. You really want to throw down with me? How about a nice full can of whooping? And there you have it.
Gotta win at all costs.
Feeling a bit chilly?
Worked up a good sweat.
See ya!
Gotta make a stand.
Fired up! Get your ass out of here!
but did you just shoot your way in here?
Ain't got nothing on me. If I gotta climb another damn ladder. pocket are you full of holes? Next time, Barrett. Next time.
Hey, you think Wedge is holding up okay?
Of course he is. He's a lot tougher than people think. Probably sleeping soundly, dreaming about his cats. Feel the heat! You ain't getting out of this!
I can still fight. Let's do this right.
Could be worse. You really want to throw down with me?
Too late.
Little picky up. See ya! Ain't no thing! Hell yeah!
Maybe dial it back a little?
Gotta stay on my toes if I'm gonna make it out of here alive.